Alrighty. Howdy, everyone. Hope you guys are doing well. Just checking certain stuff on the side. And now we can get started. Hopefully, I'm audible. Let me just check. How we can get started. How we can. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Howdy, everyone. Welcome to day 21 of AdventOfCyber 2025. King Malhare. So today is going to be an interesting one again, but today we are doing something called malware analysis. And importantly, why today one is important, because if you remember, there is a special thing going on. If you do day 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, these 5 days, you will get like a burp suite extra token or like a ticket for burp suite certificate. So today is the last day for it, and we have to. Uh, I'm pretty happy to announce that we got all those. Howdy, Rover. Howdy, ho. How you doing, my man? Yo, unknown. What's up, bro? Yeah, lads. So ready? Today is the last day to complete. Do all those challenges. Day 17 to 21 for the Burp Suite certification. So pretty happy. We are done. Today we will be done with that mini task. Are you guys ready to get started? How was your weekend though? How is the weekend going? It's 17 to 23. I thought it was just five. Wait, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I thought it was 5 days. It's seven? Oh well. Still, we got this. Still, we got it. Okay, I'll share this room. One whole week. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. But nevertheless, we'll get it done on Tuesday. Instead of today, we'll get it done on Tuesday. What do you mean you can't unlock them? That's that's a nice thumbnail. And this is the only video for the day. This time earlier there's always two videos. This is the only one today. Interesting. Okay. Until previous ones are completed, I can't unlock them. Oh, I see. Really? I had no idea. Well, I haven't completed certain ones too. In this, I have to complete those. Which is fine. Interesting. Okay, no worries. We'll get this one started at least, so that we can go ahead complete our today one. Then you can go and do the previous ones, whichever one required, right? For this. Yeah. Okay, let's get started with our day 21. Hope you guys have this. You can just follow along, I guess, then, right? Or you know the flags at least, so you can follow along or get these terms. Okay. So we'll get today's one started. Task Wait, we'll start from up here. Day 21, malware analysis, Malhare.exe. Learn about malware analysis and forensics. You are able to open today one though, right? You are able to open this Malhare one, right? Task 1, introduction. And in our kingdom of Werewolf, just like in others, no, not this one. Were you able to open the yesterday one? Which was the last one you are not able to open? That's interesting. I had no idea. Interesting. So, and in our kingdom of werewolves, just like in others, thousands of files. Oh, from 17. Did I did the 17 one? Uh, I did the 17 one, so you can probably go ahead and look at that video if you need help. But today, is that okay? Like, maybe you can just follow along, right? That will help. Yo, Ranch, what's up, brother? Okay, so we'll get started with day 21, either the rest, right? You can let me know if you need any help with that or not, okay? And in our kingdom of werewolf, just like in others, thousands of files of all kinds pass through the system every day. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah. From docs, PDF resumes received by our elves to financial spreadsheets, CSVs from accounting department and executable files launched by different applications. But have you ever wondered which of these might be malicious? Which one could actually belong to King Malhare? An interesting question, isn't it? Learning objective. In this task, the TBFC's SOC team will investigate one specific file type, the HTA format, a type often used for legitimate purpose, yet just as frequently exploited by attackers. Your mission is to reverse engineer the HTA and uncover how King Malhare tricked werewolves elves. To do this, you will have to look for application metadata, script functions, any network calls or encoded data, clues about exfiltration. Connecting to the machine, basically, you will have the attack box today, right? And you can see inside the attack box, right? Once you start it, you will get the malware sample using Pluma, huh? Pluma root rooms AOC 21 survey.hta. This room uses an HTA malware file, is safe, but do not run it locally. For safety and the intended experience, you should use the attack box. The file is already provided there. If you download it manually, browsers may block it. If it does download, open it only in text editor. Do not execute it. So yeah, that's their warning. We can start. So I want to know what is Pluma. Nope, nope. Pluma is official text editor of Mate. Okay, no idea. I had no idea about that. Okay, cool. So we can get started here. Okay. What type of malware it is? I have no idea, mate. So let's see. CP root. We will have root and then rooms AOC 21. Rooms AOC AOC 2025 day 21. This to just the desktop, I guess. So I'll just copy here and then we can do Pluma. Survey.hta. malware.html file. Okay, it opened the stuff for us. No, range malware. Disable virtual machine sound unknown malware. Okay, sure thing. Disable sound, please. Roger that. Roger that, lads. Roger that. Okay. Bloop. Yep. Let me increase the size. How can or maybe I can just open it in Sublime. I'll just open it in Sublime. That will be much easier for me. Instead of going through the whole plumber and all those things, should have done this way before. Okay, till Sublime is opening, let's move to the next one. Task 2, HTA overview. Not long ago, in the summer of 2025, researchers discovered that ransomware groups were using HTA files disguised as fake verification pages to spread the Epsilon Red ransomware. Okay, what was Epsilon Red? I don't want to read through the whole thing right now. Uh, Epsilon Red malware. So Epsilon Red is a bare bones ransomware written in the Go programming language that was first observed in May 21. It is typically delivered in human operated attacks, often after gaining initial access to the network through an unpatched Microsoft Exchange server. Primary characteristics is red.exe is quite simple, focusing solely on file encryption. All other malicious tasks, such as disabling security measures and preparing the system, are outsourced to a service. Okay, interesting. During that campaign, many organizations were affected, and security teams were reminded how important it is to understand what HTA files are and why they appear so often in corporate environments. So, what exactly are HTA files and why do they exist? In Werewolf's digital kingdom, not every strange looking file is a threat. Some were originally created to make the daily work of developers and administrators easier. One such helpful invention is the HTA file, short for HTML application. An HTA file is like a small desktop app built using similar web technologies such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Unlike regular web pages that open inside a browser, HTA files run directly on Windows through a built-in component called Microsoft HTML Application Host (MSHTA.exe) process. This allows them to look or behave like lightweight programs with their own interfaces and actions. In, leg- in legitimate use case, HTA files serve several practical purposes in Werewolf and beyond. Automating administrative or setup tasks, providing quick interfaces for internal scripts, testing small prototypes without building full software, offering lightweight IT support utilities for daily use. In short, HTF files were designed as a convenient way to blend the simplicity of the web with the power of desktop applications, a tool that many TBFC engineers and elves still use to keep SOCMUS operations running smoothly. Okay. HTF file structure. Before the defenders of TBFC can recognize suspicious HTA files, it is important to understand how a normal HTA file is built. Luckily, their structure is quite simple. In fact, it's very similar to a regular HTML page because it just has HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. An HTA file usually contains three main parts: the HTA declaration. This defines the file as an HTML application and can include basic properties like title, window size, and behavior. Next is the interface, HTML and CSS. This section creates the layout and the visuals such as button, forms, text. Third is the script, Visual Basic Script or JavaScript. Here is where the logic lives. It defines what actions the HTA will perform when opened or when a user interacts with it, like clicking a button or something. Here's a simple example of HTA file. So, HTA file application TBFC app, utility tool, border there should be, caption yes, show in taskbar yes. Welcome to TBFC utility. There's a button, say hello on click, message hello from wherever. This small example creates a simple desktop window with a button that shows a message when clicked. In real cases, HTA scripts can be much longer and perform important tasks. It's easy to see why developers like HTA. You could build a quick functional tool using something more than a web code. However, TBFC's defenders, as TBFC's defenders will soon learn, the same flexibility that makes HTA convenient also makes it powerful enough to require careful attention. How King Malhare turns HTAs into weapon. HTA files are attractive because they combine familiar web markup with script execution on Windows. In the hands of a defender, they are handy automation tools. In the hands of someone wanting to bypass controls, they can be used as delivery mechanism or launcher. Common purposes of malicious HTA use: initial access delivery. HTA files are often delivered by phishing, email attachments, fake web pages, or downloads and run via mshda.exe, which we know, right, the Microsoft one. Downloaders droppers. An HTA can execute a script that fetches additional binaries or scripts from the attacker's C2 server, the command and control server. Obfuscation evasion. HTAs can hide intent by embedding encoded data, base64, by using short JavaScript or WB script fragments, or by launching processes with hidden windows. Living off the land. HTA commonly calls built-in Windows tools like these: PowerShell.exe, WBScript, run dll32.exe to avoid adding new binaries to the disk. Inside an HTA, you will often find a small script that may be obfuscated or encoded. In practice, this tiny script usually comes one of two kinds: downloads and runs a second stage payload, or opens a remote control channel to let something else talk back to the attacker's server. These lightweight scripts are the reason HTAs are effective launchers. A simple small file can pull in rest of the malware. So basically with HTA, right, it is able to use all the other binaries. You can, just having a C2 server, you can download other malware, easy, a lot of easy to run, right, and create, I guess. And you can use obfuscation to evade. Bunch of reasons. I think that's interesting. Haven't heard of this much. Here's a sample that King Malhare might try to use. So we have head, angry King Malhare, border none, blah blah blah. Once again. So we have the application with just these information. Show in taskbar no. Simple instance. single instance, yes. Windows state is there. Now we have the VB script. So explicit DMA set create object. So we are calling the WB script shell, and then PowerShell no profile execution policy bypass command. So we are removing the security rules. Base encoding. So whatever this is, let's go here to CyberChef. And as you know, it's probably from base64 encoded. Raw.king malhare.com C2 silver reference head main redacted.txt. Okay. So it's getting that file from this C2 server, invoke web request, right, content, and creates, and then run. So basically create the file, download the file, and execute it. That's interesting. Like one line, one small like code can be so much damage. As you can see, this HTA is very important from the simple example that we provided earlier. It contains a number of obscure elements that deserve a closer look. Let's walk through it. When analyzing HTAs, the title and HTA application tags often reveal how attackers disguise malicious apps. They might use a convincing name like salary survey or internal tool to appear safe. Always check these first. Secondly, there's a WB script block marked by this script language, this WB script, that's active part of the file where attackers often embed encoded controls or commands or call say external resources. Inside the block, we find a PowerShell command like the PowerShell no profile execution policy bypass command, a pattern WB script. Dude, I need to learn WB script. I'm shit at it. And PowerShell as well. A pattern commonly used in malicious HTTP used for delivery or launching. I'm just learning more like prompt engineering right now. The PowerShell invocation contains a base64 encoded blob from base64 string. This is likely a pointer to further instructions or a download payload. If you see an encoded string, assume it hides a URL. Decoding it reveals the attacker's command and control address or a resource used in the attack. Always decode before assuming what it does. Yeah, you are bad at it too. Dude, PowerShell, I need to learn PowerShell, man. I need to like focus more on it. It's another like basically learning like Bash, right? Malware authors often use multiple layers of encoding and encryption, such as base64 for obfuscation, as some form of encryption or cipher to conceal the true payload. When you decode the base64, check whether the output still looks gibberish. If so, a second decryption step is needed. For analysis, we have to extract base64. One of the things is like how I think of it here. The only time you will need a second one, if you see the code, only from base64 is used once, so we know in one go we will be able to get it done, right? Literally, the name of the language is PowerShell. Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with you, mate. So we have to using the analysis for this string, go to CyberChef. We got the same thing, raw.king malhare and a text file. In the example, we have redacted the remote resource and replaced the real link with the redacted.txt file for safety. In a real incident, that string would usually point directly to a file hosted on the attacker C2 server. For example, URL under kingmalhare.com in our SOC must role. I think personally PowerShell is better than Bash. I think a lot of people agree with you. Given like one thing PowerShell puts itself better than Bash is because first of all, it has the features of Bash, right? A bunch of them. And it has those special features that can help you control Windows as well as actively attack or do things for Active Directory, which with Bash you can't. With Bash you can't, right? After the encoded PowerShell command, you can see three key variables U, C, and B. Let's quickly break them down, right? U holds the decoded URL, the location of which the next script or payload will be fetched, stores the content downloaded from the URL, usually a PowerShell script, right? Instruct or converts the content into executable script block and runs it directly in memory. That's actually this B is the really big game changer. Create C, right, and then run this thing in the memory. So here I think PowerShell. I haven't seen in Bash you are many people just running it in like Bash giving those type of features. But this PowerShell able to run things directly in memory, that's crazy. Whenever you see a chain of variables like this, try to trace every or each one where each one is created, used, and passed. If a variable ends up inside a function like a run, execute, or eval, that's a sign that downloaded data is being executed, a key indicator of malicious activity. As a result, the process for reviewing a suspicious HTA can be broken down into three main steps. Identify the script, which we got for Visual Basic. Look for encoded data or external connections, right? Base64 HTTP request, and follow the logic to see what's execute or being sent out. Bro, there's so much reading in this one. Holy. Okay. We have reviewed how attackers might use an HTA file for malicious purposes. Now that you have seen how HTAs can combine HTML with WB script, PowerShell, you'll apply the same process to analyze a suspicious one. Try by locating script section, the script language WB script, then identify functions, encoded strings, and any references to URLs or system calls. Decoded anything that looks like it's hiding information, then trace how script uses the result. Now it's your turn to work out Evil King's minions did, right? Yeah, pretty much, boy. Okay, so this didn't open our Sublime for some reason. Cancel that. I want to open, not open folder, but open a file. Simple. Go to desktop, survey.hta. Thank God. Okay, we have the HTML head and stuff. Best developer survey. Application name is there. Festival Elf survey. Windows state normal. Okay. JavaScript we have here. Okay. Visited none. Get element by never. Okay. So we have visited, never, submitted, and submit. Script. Sub window on load. Call get questions. Right. Okay. Where's get questions? Oh, here it is. Dim IE result decoded. Okay, so we have the Internet Explorer application. Navigate to this and get the questions. Okay, so it's on their best festival. Oh, best festi evil. Oh, they tried the phishing. I almost overlooked it. Nice. Okay, inner text. Okay, decode the result, and then RS binary to string decoded. Call provide feedback decode string. Okay. So let's look at what this looks like. They were trying to do the naughty naughty with the phishing email or phishing you links. Naughty naughty. Okay. Can't get it directly. Okay, okay. Maybe if I curl and see how is it going to work in this one. Hmm. Okay, never mind. Function provided feedback, string host, user domain. We'll get the computer name, username, survey best festival company details. We send this information out. Okay. Okay, function. Okay, decode base 64. Okay, okay. Bin.base64 data type text is there. Then we have rs binary to string, byte to binary, adobe.decode create an object, binary. Okay. Then we have this our CSS, the good old CSS. Then we have our anonymous salary feedback. We are looking for your feedback to help us improve our employee relationships and invest in the future of our employees. This survey is completely anonymous, gives us the opportunity to express blah blah blah. So how long you have been working with the company? That's one question. Second question, third question. Okay, I see. So this is what will be hosted, and we have this great line. Copy. Nothing of interest could detect from the info. Have you? Base 69. Okay, let's see. Okay, what? Um, should I copy the whole thing? Okay, till this works, let's go back. the display spinner. Thank you for your feedback and blah blah blah. But basically sending important information out. Okay. So at least we know have a rough idea what's doing. Creating a survey for others. And I'll just delete all. I don't know why it's just working like this. It could be just base, various type of base. Okay. From base 32. Nope. 45. Nope. 58. No. 62. 64. Has to be base 64, right? Like it did mention it has base 64 written all over it. Okay. Give it to just ChatGPT. Sure. I'll do that as well. I just want to see one thing though. Base 64 data. So it might be just a GIF, right? Yeah. Okay. But it just might be just a GIF, right? That's why it's like this. Okay, I'll just give it to ChatGPT. If you're trying to share your mail, need help with. Okay, that's all it said. So brace 64. Okay, might be just a basic data file, man. I think that's all it would be. We can go quickly here. File, Sublime Text, new file, desktop, test.gif. Let's see how things look now. Does it open? Nope. I might have missed some character. Oh, thank you, boss. I missed the ending double equals. Oh, wait, no. In here, I just copy and I just paste. Where do you think I might have missed something? It's okay. I think we can just move to the next what's saying and then we'll see. We might get it anyways. From the surveys to security failings, our team figured out that some of the elves' laptops were compromised. Working through the incident, it seems to have a common denominator between them all is a survey that they completed regarding their salaries. The investigation found that an email was sent to these ALs with an HTA attachment. This team is asking you to receive the HTA file and provide feedback on what it is actually doing. You can choose to either use the attack box and find the file here in this location, or download the attached files and perform your analysis. Use a text editor to view the HTA file to ensure it does not execute. You can use Plumma or like basically some line, and you'll see the whole information. We'll start analysis by searching for the metadata in HTA, which will tell us what purpose it is telling user it has. This section is denoted by head, best festival company developer survey. Next, we want to understand what the HTA actually does. This means we need to search for the WB script here for function definitions, meaning to look for any files that start with the function or sub. In our HTA, we can see 5 functions, namely Windows on load. This function will automatically execute when the HTA loads and execute the get questions function. So we have get question. This function makes some external request and then ultimately runs decode function and calls provide feedback function with the data. So, and then we have provide feedback and the feedback string. This function gathers some data from the computer, like the computer name we saw, right? And other information. Make some external request and then ultimately execute something we will need to analyze. Decode base 64. This function takes base 64 string and converts it into binary. Okay. An RS binary to string. This function takes the binary input and converts it back into the string. Within these functions, we want to understand any real functions being performed. These were actually denoted by a create object with our application containing a couple such as Internet Explorer.applications allows the application to make an external connection. WB script network connects to the computer's WB script networking elements to uncover information like the computer's name, the user they are running, privileges, and others. And that's what we saw in the script too, right? The computer name and stuff. WBScript.shell creates a shell, W script shell, that can be used to execute commands on computer. Lastly, we understand that HTA actually looks like to the user. Here is a similar here it is very similar to HTML files. To do this, we need to take a look at the body part of HTA string at line 169. This is wrench your number, bro. 169. This is the part that will actually be shown to the user. Using the information and steps given below is the time to perform an analysis of this HTA and figure out what King Malhare is up to. So title is, I think we all saw. Can I copy here? No. So title is up top. Oh. Best festival company developer survey. This time my control C and control V are working properly. What WB script function is acting as if it's downloading the survey questions. Get questions. What URL domain, including subdomain, is in the question being downloaded from? Where is that? Here. Survey best festival company.com. Malhare seems to be using typo squatting, domains that look the same as the real one in an attempt to hide the fact that domain is not the intended one. What character gives it away? The I. Let's go. Indeed, boy. Malicious HTAs often include real looking data like survey questions to make the file seem authentic. How many questions does the survey have? So at 4 we saw that, right? Also, let's remember, like, share, subscribe, because I will be jumping in snow if we reach in 10 days, right? Or 31 before we reach 31st. If we go 750, jumping in the snow. Notice how even in the code, social engineering persists. Fake incentives like contests or trips hide in plain sight to build trust. The survey entices participation by promising a chance to win a trip to where? Okay. Feedback. Chance to win a trip where? Please take 5 minutes to complete. Okay. Hold up. Notice how even in code, social engineering persists. Take incentive like contest trips, but if it is anonymous, doesn't matter. Like contest and trips cannot happen. The HTA is enumerating. Okay, so it's probably in here we have information hidden. Image. So can I just do rename this to just let's say JPEG? What about PNG? Okay. I need to understand. Okay, image source base 64. It seems like you're trying to display a base 64 encoded image in HTML tag format. While I can't render the image directly from the code, is put your base 64 string here. There are okay. Let's see. So it is part of it. Okay, you can just close this guy. So copy cyber chef, our good old friend, and then we have from base 64. It's going to raw bytes this time. Okay. Off, 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 off. No. Copy. Oh, here. We have raw bytes and just these stuff. Maybe what I can do is, if this is not copying, I'll just do one thing then. Terminal command to decode base 64. I think you just type it after the string, but I might be wrong. So I just want to see. Echo this, yeah, base 64 decode. Okay. Okay, go here. Sublime. Copy. Okay, we have output.txt now. Okay, just a spinner. It is game over indeed. It is game over indeed. What a time waste. What a time waste. There's actually like bong bong, whack whack type of thing that happened. Okay, that actually like really like not in the morning at least. It should not happen. But okay. So going back, right? We get the questions to string call provide feedback decoded string. Here we have to see open this thing. The string navigate in Internet Explorer. This will work. In Internet Explorer, this will work. Loop document inner text. Set the user host. Okay. Okay. Let's see what they want actually. Where is that? Okay, might take some help. Body section. Oh, here. Thank you for your feedback. All participants will be entered into a prize draw. Okay. Trip to South Pole. What a stupid destination. Okay. Sorry, lads. Because of me, the time waste happened. And no idea what's going on. The HTA is enumerating information from local host executing the application. What two pieces of information about the computer? What two pieces of information about the computer it is running on is being exfiltrated? You should provide two objects names and separated by comma. So I think we saw this one easily. It is getting like computer name and username, right? So we'll get first computer name, then username. What endpoint is the enumerated data being exfiltrated to? What HTTP method is being used to exfiltrate this? So details is being exfiltrated to. What HTTP method? Put. Why? What happened was? What HTTP method is being used to exfiltrate data? I thought like India has better internet service, right? Like that's what my brain was. Oh, it's get or put, get or put, but I want to see where here it is. So navigate to this. Bot noob. Call get. Okay. What about put? Not. India doesn't have better internet. I really thought because like it's way cheaper, that's for sure. Like here, it's like 10 times more pricier here, 10 times minimum, right? Wi-Fi 7? What is Wi-Fi 7 like? Bro, like, yeah, that's actually a good point. That's actually a good point. That's actually a good point. Cheap doesn't mean it's better, that's for sure. It's crazy though, like it feels like then it went down because when I was in India and started, it was pretty good. Wi-Fi 7 IEEE 802.11be, latest wireless standard, offering significant faster speed, lower latency, greater capacity. Okay. I feel like I can see Wrench in this. Like he cannot send the image, but he's definitely like sending that meme in which he's like, "Congratulations, happy for you," and a small black kid. That's actually interesting. Nice, bro. Does your computer support that too? Does it have to support it? I think it might be put here because we are setting, because of the URL, we are setting this querying. It would be get, not put some. Or put actually, put, because we are setting the values, right? No? Get is it? Okay. Review the expectation layer. It's adding the data as URL parameters or body to the request. Yeah. Oh, I see. Buffer blot issues. Okay. That's crazy. QoS issue. How can you achieve butter bloat issue, man? Okay, let's do last these three questions. After reviewing the function intended to get the survey questions, it seems that the data from the download of the questions is being executed. What line of code get execute that executes the contents of the download. Uh, Gets the download ready. It seems the data from the is being downloaded. Oh, here. Run object run PowerShell.exe. This guy. I tried narrowing down my performance issues over literally like a year, and now my best theory was buffer bloat, UDP traffic congesting that network just enough to where I notice issues. Okay, and it worked? Okay, interesting. It's interesting. Nice, bro. Good debugging skills. Damn. Yeah. That actually still good, man. That's pretty good. Okay, it seems as if the malware site has been taken down, so we cannot download the contents that the malware was executing. Fortunately, one of the elves created a copy when the site was still active. Download the contents from here. What popular encoding schema was used for obfuscation? Probably base 64. Decode the payload. It seems as if the additional steps were taken to hide malware. What common encryption schema was used? Okay, let's have a look. Assets TryHackMe additional. Okay, block. So here's our stuff. Base 64. Everything is here. Let's take it back to Sublime. Flag is very interesting. Okay, parameters, string text. Yo, CH is here in text. Today, Rover became a wizard with his GFIs. Character. I don't understand these parts. What is GE? Comparison operator usually used in scripting or programming, possibly in PowerShell, another shell. Okay. Would I have to compare with this? Greater than or equal to. Okay. Oh, wow. 1600 Mbps? Wow. Damn, bro. Damn. You live near NASA or something? Holy, you can download GTA 6 before it is released almost. You are NASA. Oh, rich, rich, rich. Damn, bro. So it's doing some interesting stuff here. With every character. With every character, it's like comparing this. So let's just run this and we'll get something. Desktop s dot Yes. Uh, oh, it will run only in that. Okay, never mind. Let me just get decode the payload. It seems that additional steps were taken to hide the malware. What common encryption scheme was used in the script? Really, something was used? New object system, string builder, text length. Okay. Oh wait, here minus 65 plus 13. So rot 13. Okay, this might be rot 13 then. So what it is going is every character plus 13 is being used. Rot 13. When you run the script, right? So we can just go is every character minus 65. Uh, so if it is a capital letter, it will stay capital if it is this, and then plus 13 and then modulus of 26. Okay, interesting. How can I run it a PowerShell script in here? Oh, dude, we have to do the side quest as well. I haven't done shit at side quest. I'm idiot. I should have done that. Okay, first I will do is like just run PowerShell here. Uh, should I do that? No. What this PowerShell script does? String length to character array. Maybe what I can do is I'm taking what about convert this. How about if we are able to run it like a bash script? Let's see if this will work. If not, then I'll just run it in the local system. See the names I'm giving? So cool. Okay, chmod plus x. dude. Okay, now it will work. Malware analyzed. Let's go. Hacker boy, hacker. Don't need to run it in the Windows. Hacker. Vibe coding indeed. Vibe coding indeed. It's like we know it is ROT 15, ROT 13 and stuff. There should be easily. Hackers. Hackers be hacking. I can't do these things. I can't do these gang signs. I'm just not that type of person. Okay, side quest. Want another challenge? Download the HEA file from here to get the key for SideQuest 4 accessible through this. The password of the file is scanurem3. And then there is maldoc analysis room. Malware malicious documents, static analysis of malicious documents. Actually interesting. But there's so much things I want to do, man. So many things I want to do. First of all, sleep, then learn all these things. But like, what I end up doing? I have to end up doing BBX. I end up doing at least like one thing at least you guys don't have to deal with is BBX language and like the DOS terminal. People who have used DOS terminals know what what it is and how painful it is. After using things like what we use, using a DOS terminal is actually shit. It feels you feel like you are part of the lower. It's like it's almost like you're part of the lower tier of people in the back black days, in the very dark days. I mean, the dark ages. You know, at the very bottom of the tier, it feels like it, bro. It's like yeah, it's lower than low class, bro. At least with lower class, there is something lower in the low class. That's DOS terminal people, and that's me right now. Imagine I have to do that for next 7 months or 8 months. It's shit, man. Like how, and why? But I guess that is one of the jobs AI can't take because even AI will be like, fuck this shit. That's like one of those type of jobs AI will not take. Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. Life is darker. Life is darker. I'm just spitting facts. But yo, let's see like so if you guys want me to jump in the snow, let's see how much progress is left. Ooh, Microsoft is ruining GitHub. Nice. That's what I was waiting for. Okay, we are at 708, and if we reach 750 by the end in next 10 days, which is possible, right? We can hit big numbers. And also lads, on 24th December or 25th December, I'm doing something interesting, right? A special stream. On the special stream, I will be unboxing the iPhone. Second, we will. I promised you. Remember, if I bought a puzzle, a 3D, 4D puzzle, whatever it is, so we'll be making that, and we'll be just chilling. We'll be just chilling. Friendly vibes, Christmassy vibes. So we'll chill. We'll chill about that. Oh, you're on level 25 for the game. Nice, bro. Oh yeah, I have to mention this. I keep forgetting. I'm not doing the giveaway of it. I am not that rich. We are at 18 for this, and with your one too, I think we should be able to hit some good numbers. So 1836, we are at 36 for this then. I will also try to reach. So lads, don't forget to go here because whatever I will make, I'll just give it away. And I might do a stream tonight, might, just like a study with me type one. So I can like hit this category and like get the basic qualifications done. Okay, so might be coming today, just like for fun. There is no stream, but like uh, just like study with me session. 70 max level is 70. I think that will pay off something. Dev D, what's up, bro? What's up? How you doing, man? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Give a follow. Yeah. But yeah, that's like so. This is the street. Like this is if you are able to download it, just play for 5-10 minutes. Helps raising money for the next giveaway, right? Okay, go for that, man. But yeah, it will help raise the money. We have, I think, like how many days left? 7 days left, or 8 days almost. So 8 days left. Let's try to raise the money for the next one or Christmas special one, like New Year special, I guess. And then yeah, we'll do a New Year special giveaway, a big one. So that would be fun. We will have like multiple things coming. So that will be fun, right? And don't forget to join the Discord if you haven't already. The giveaway happens there. How long have you been doing this CTF and security? I've reached almost a year level. So like cybersecurity, maybe like in a I was very like how to say it, not so consistent, but since I started doing streaming a year ago, I've been very consistent. Yeah, level 5 5. If 10 people reach level 10, then we get 100. Yes. Yes. Actually, so if you install the game, I get we get $1. Level 2 we get 3, and maximum, yes, maximum you can reach, let's say level 10, we get 50 plus 4 plus 1 plus 3. So 13 per person if you reach this. No, just 1 year, I will say. 1 year. Started last year in 2024, around this Christmas time only. Started streaming then. And I try to spend at least 1 hour every day on this. Or like average, I will have 5 6 hours of cybersecurity 1 hour every day almost. It's very nice. Like staying consistent helps a lot, man. Being consistent helps a lot with the learning. It's crazy. I wish I was able to like I was thinking after chatting with Rover, I might actually turn on my certain links, try to do something like merch or something, so I can like become actually a full-time streamer soon, and then create better videos, have some animations, have some like explanation videos, good ones. Right now, I'm working on some AI for content called Cyber Pulse. That's the name of the project. So if that is successful, that will be helping me in the same thing. Lead code crashing? What do you mean? Bro, I have to do lead code. I have to do lead code. Yeah, I think yeah, I like it. It's fun. It's fun for me. Oh, the crashing, yeah. What is this? Play Marvels right now. Download. Use this code. You don't buy anything though on these games ever. But yo, lads, I actually have a question for you. Because this happened, this was asked in assessment, and I was very close to getting it right, but I could not figure out one thing. I was getting some errors. So this is a question I want to give you. It's a lead code type problem. So try to see if you can fix it, right? So there is, let's say, array A, right, which represent number types of fruits, right? For example, let's say it's type of fruit, and A of I. I'll change this to A of I represent the number of fruits number of fruits of type I, right? There's this one array. There is another second array, right? Here. This one is of, let's say, length n. This one is of length m. So n and m can be different or same. B of j represent the capacity of uh, fruits the basket can handle, right? The basket can carry. Now, another restriction, there is a third restriction. So you have, like, okay, these are number of types of fruits. There is this. There is a condition, a restriction. Basket B of j can have maximum, can carry only maximum I times j fruits of type I, right? Of the IA type of fruit, only I times j fruits can be carried maximum in this. So your job is to find, let's say if I give you these two, maximum fruits you can carry. That is your job. This is kind of it will look simple, because when I read it for an interview, right, it actually like was way hard. Like it was like so much of jargons were put in for no reason. So try to complete this, right? And I'm going to give you like an example. Let's say if array I can be, let's say, 1, 2, array B is 2, 1, right? So answer for this, bucket B can carry maximum of 1 of this and 2 of this, right? So it would be 2 here, this will work, and this will be 1. So total will be here 3. Let's say if there is another one, 1, 3, 3, 1, right? Or actually, this would be better. Let me actually look into that one. Let me look into that one. The one example you gave. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. I'm an asshole. Deal with it, bro. Deal with it. So here it is 3, 1 and 1, 3, right? So in the first basket, it can carry only one of this, let's say. So 1 plus, it can carry 2 of these because I and J, I and J, this is like, let's say, if I is being the index, right, it would be I plus 1 if you're taking I and J as the index. But I, and it starts from, yeah, like it would be I plus 1 and J plus 1 given I and J are the indexes, right? So 1 and B, right, maximum of A, I, right, let's say I plus 1 in this case would be 0 plus 1, 1, and then times 2 for this. So 2, or sorry, 1 plus 1, so times 2. So maximum of 2 of type A or type 1 B can carry, and it will also carry this one. So answer will be 4, right? And what is your one? A3 and 2 4, right? So one of each. 4, let's see, it can carry 2 of this, yes. Wait, why you said 5 then? It can carry 2 or 1 of each. Oh yes, 5, sorry. It would be 1, this would be 1. So yes, answer will be 5. But let's say another one which actually was giving me trouble was this. Let's say it is 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, right? And now the problem is this is A of I, this is array A, B is this 1, 0, 0, 0, 100, right? So this one, let's say I take 100 first, so maximum 5 can come from here, right? Because this has index 4, and that would be 4 plus 1. Restriction would be 4 plus 1 times 0 plus 1. So that would be 5. Because so 5 maximum from here. Others, it will take 10, 10, 10, 10 each. So this will carry total of this basket will carry total of 45, and this will carry one of this. So answer will be 46. Hopefully that makes sense, right? If you have still issue with the problem, let me know in Discord. I will try to explain the best I can. But this is the question I was having issues yesterday when I was solving it for an assessment. Because I completed majority of it, majority of the test cases were passing, but this specific one which I come up with, the test case, it was failing for some reason. I don't know why. So that's, hopefully you guys are able to find the answer, right? I had only 1 hour to solve this, so yeah. But yeah, that's all, lads. Hope you guys enjoy this stream. Hope you guys enjoy the questions for today. Don't forget, I will be jumping in snow when we reach 750 before 31st December. Till then, thank you so much, lads. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. Get some good sleep. If this is Sunday still for you, sleep or chill or do whatever you like. Give your loved ones a hug. Thank you so much. Bless up. And this has been your favorite sensor root hacker, sniffer of packets, the hacker of dreams, the stealer of dreams. No, actually, not stealer. The hacker of dreams to make it better. Thank you so much. Hope you have a good one with a big bye coming your way. Peace out, lads. Thank you so much.